Reed got great position, just didn't get the shot high enough on the board. At the other end, here's Hill with a pump fake. She throws in the corner to Brett. Wide open three on the way, good. Elissa, Brett. All right, Hempfling drives baseline. Hempfling gets around Grant, throws back for a three-pointer on the way that's good by Brett. Brett has hit her second three-pointer, and Bowling Green has jumped out to a 17-10 lead. Brett, top of the three-point line. She puts it on the deck against Wilby. Nice backdoor cut by Hill, and her reverse layup good. Nicely done there on the feed from Brett inside the Hill with 8 seconds, leading by 3. Here's Hill, off to Brett. Brett gets around Odin, goes through a double team, lays it up and in. Elissa, Brett lays it in, and Bowling Green is going to go to the locker room with a 5-point halftime lead. Hempfling backing in on Farquhar, stops at the free throw line, back off to Hill. Hill puts it on the deck, drives, had it stripped by Traylor. Now she's got it on the floor back to Britt for a short jumper that's good. Harris has 23, and the lead is 6, 72-66. Brett at the other end to Hill, her runner is good. Hill has 11, right back to a 4-point game. 74-68, 1:15 to go. Here's Brett. Brett puts it on the floor against Farquhar. Drives, goes up with a runner and scores. Here's Parker. Parker under pressure off the Trice. They get it inside to Brett. Brett working against Farquhar. Turnaround jumper, good. That will stop the clock with 32.2, and Purdue takes a timeout. Moore, Layden, Farquhar, and Pardee. They lob it in the paint. Here's Layden with it. Back off to Brooke Moore. Moore drives. Stops at the free throw line. Hands back to Farquhar. Traylor the other way. Traylor through a double team. Has his shot blocked. Perry's able to track it down. And here comes Bowling Green down 6. With a chance to cut further at 1:45 of the first half. Fleming working against Traylor. Fleming stops. Brooks in double figures already with 11. Back to a 13-point lead. They go 3 at the other end. And good again. Here's Tan Farquhar driving. Tan has the ball stripped and stolen. Here comes Brett the other way for Bowling Green. That is Purdue's 5th turnover. 8 on the shot clock. Hempfling working against Farquhar. Hempfling to the middle, throws back off to Brett for an open 3 left side. It's good. Brett has his first triple. Rebound, Kyle in traffic, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Janelle Grant, she puts it up, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and Tan Farquhar is, nope, they're going to get it off to Bowling Green. Falcons get inbounds from Fleming, off to Brett. Brett driving, Brett through a double team, lays it up and in. You see all the Bowling Green players standing on the edge of their seats right now. Brett gets a step. Brett over a double team, lays it in. They got a 2-point lead. Parker back to Spielman, 8 to shoot. Spielman drives, throws it inside. This is Brett working against Taylor, goes up to the left hand and scores. Listen, Brett, the sophomore from Australia.
Tate working down low. There's a good quality shot. That one falls in for Brett.
There's some range, though, from Berger. And again, in shoot-around, she was practicing and hitting a lot of threes. She's trying to expand that in her game.
Brett sinks that one from around the free throw line.
She had 13 points to lead the way in the first half for Indiana.
So that one's back out to Brett. Brett with the 3. Berger from the free throw line. That one's a little bit too strong. They send it down to Brett. Brett with the layup. That one falls through.
I mean, it's a rally. They play in the Stroh Center. It holds 4,300 fans. There's likely over 4,300 fans just inside Assembly Hall today for
Hempfling decides to take a 3. That one perfect from behind the arc.
Evans, a nice defensive rebound. Michigan trying to push the pace now. Elissa, Brett to the rack, gets the layup. First points of the second quarter.
Even better move there.
Yep, good defense, better offense. Elissa, Brett with the triple, and that one falls. Right back at you, Michigan says to Oakland.
They lead by 18. Here's Nelson into traffic. Elissa, Brett, great defense, knocked the ball away. Jordan Hobbs left side drive, hesitation. Tiptoe the baseline. Here is Brett, wide open for 3. Got it. Solom at the elbow. Outside for Brett, catch and shoot for 3. There it is. She can fill it from deep, folks. Made 94 a year ago. Lob back up top for Hobbs, over to Brett. Elissa Brett driving on Treasure Thompson. Good find. Evans right in the paint for an easy 2. The Aussie connection there. Now Hobbs up the floor to Kyra Evans. She'll drive through the lane. Knocked away, saved it to her countrywoman, Brett. Great hustle play by Elissa Brett. Now nice pass inside, Hobbs on the backdoor cut, and a great find from Brett.
Brett with it, into the lane, little pull-up J, got it.
We'll skip it over to Hanson. This is Elissa Brett, transfer from Bowling Green. And now the 17-footer rattled in for Kyra Evans, sophomore from New South Wales.
So impressive. It's almost like you have to plan as if she'll play down low, but then she has an outside game as well.
And Felia cutting to get herself open, lays it in. Camp Schrader, less than a minute to go, first quarter. Hands it off, Brett. Cook loses her, no help whatsoever.
Beautiful move
by Cameron Williams.
What a game for Jordan Hobbs, though. Just unreal. She's hitting from everywhere.
From the corner, another three. This time it's Elissa Brett.
I mean, this is a team who came in shooting 34.5% from three, which is not bad. It's pretty good.
Middle of the pack of the Big Ten.
Exactly, but what they're doing today is just unbelievable. They're making it seem effortless from behind the arc.
Bostic, who mentioned that rebounding rate, she's third in the Big Ten in effective field goal percentage, up over 66%, and effective right there is Layla Felia.
The whole game, they might still be in this one right now, but that's the type of thing that we wanted to see this entire night for Illinois.
Corner three, buried by Layla Felia.
To see her already hitting a couple of those threes, that's a big thing for Michigan. She did not make a single three-pointer, a single field goal in the loss to Toledo.
10th Illinois turnover. Corner, Hobbs, three, yes!
Elissa Brett pulls it in, ahead to Felia left side. She'll cross middle of the floor, back outside for Brett. Wide open three in transition, splash. Here is Macy Brown, baseline drive, falling down, pass away to Woodson, straight on Camp Schrader. Outside left, Brett for three, got it. Elissa Brett starting to show what she can do from outside. Miami made their last three shots from the field. Those were their three makes in the first quarter. Drive and dish Woodson, she'll take it top of the circle. Woodson still with the ball, kick out Brett for another three. Got it again. Elissa Brett has three first half triples. Further right for Hobbs. Down on the block for Evans, touch pass back to Hobbs. Through the defense, out to Brett for three. Splash. That's four. That was Michigan on the push. Brett. Yahtzee! 5 threes. Sets up the dribble on the right wing. Brett comes to get it straight on. Now for Felia. Back to Elissa. Open for another three. That one is good. Triple number 6 for Elissa Brett. She has 20. Handoff for Jordan Hobbs. Michigan on the run. Hobbs to Brett. How about lucky 7? Bang! Timeout, Miami! Back right side for Macy Brown. On the block to Cam Williams. Williams backs in, finds Crockett. It's Brett. Can we have a great 8? Yes, we can!
You know, we were talking to Coach Kelly Ray Finley as Hobbs launches from three. That's a nice catch and shoot from the perimeter. So she has a mismatch on Kyle. Felia, right from the top of the lane for three. Tonight they have, well, they're at 50%, but they've only made 14. You know, and Hobbs, if she didn't get in foul trouble in the first quarter.
Rebounded by Florida A&M. Come the Rattlers. Suberitz wasn't looking for the pass. It's a turnover. Michigan back the other way. Hobbs, nice lead for Evans, this time on the right side. Ariana Grizzle back in the game now for Florida A&M. And Sydney Hendricks, the Michigan native, has checked in for the first time. Brett with a steal off the inbounds play, running it the other way, left side of the lane, all the way through, off the glass. Elissa Brett, coast to coast, has her first field goal of the game. Didn't hit anything but backboard. Rebound, Camp Schrader. Michigan's got numbers, Camp Schrader. Nice kick out for Brett. 3 on the way, splash. Back comes Florida A&M Delancey. Trying to take all the defense on herself, couldn't do it. Brett, long outlet, Hanson behind the pack, and Lauren Hanson will lay it in for her first non-3-point field goal of the game. to be able to get home today in some way or shape or form. Here's Layla Fulia across the lane out to Brett. Elissa for three, rattles it in. I guess Taylor Woodson would be the one who probably has the farthest to go out there to Minnesota. Here's Crockett with a steal. Outlet left, Brett. Three on the way. Bang, Elissa Brett.
They just mishandled that one, but they're going to be looking to push it.
Greta Cam Schrader, 40+% three-point shooter, new into the game. Here is Brett, who is lethal. Her toes behind the line.
State does, but right here, what a tough shot. You see the shadows. They like to run this horn set. They got the two shooters in the corner. Try to get Filia off.
Whether it's a bank or not, he can get it to go. Ohio State threw a lot of that energy at the end of the third quarter, and we'll see how Michigan responds. Just a one-possession game in the second game of Big Ten play. Brett gets that to rattle through.
Michigan has been able to do is get into that paint, collapse the defense, and get that swing, triple. Pressing, trying to get those shots in. But sometimes you just have to trust your work.
Filia gets herself free, and she is untouched to the rim.
Well, Michigan is the best offensive rebounding team in the conference, averaging 15 per game as they go inside to Elissa Brett. Crockett goes inside to Williams. Great spin off the sophomore Lily Meister. Woodson takes a giant step in and knocks down a deep two.
Was able to have so many people stay and come back, all with the purpose of winning a championship for Michigan.
Hobbs misses the three, but the rebound keeps it alive. Elissa Brett will drill it. Battle will have to fire from deep. And Brett with the board.
Not as great spacing-wise for Minnesota that possession. They were all on top of each other, allowed Michigan to guard less space.
Brett connects from deep. Hard for them to hit a bucket now.
When Michigan can get a paint touch, boom, Brett open on the trail. Minnesota was in a scramble situation and allowed Brett to have enough time to get going.
You think it's a lot? I wouldn't think it's that
many.
many.
No, I don't think it's very many. Maybe somebody will tweet it at us.
Hansen hits the three. That's her first one after missing the first three attempts from deep. She's hit 3 of them already in this first half.
And they haven't been right on the line. They've been deep threes.
An answer from Michigan right away from Elissa Brett. And focus on what she does a little better. Brett thought about the three. Instead, it's a long two. Touches every part of the rim and good.
15, 16 games in, you have to start to figure out what you're supposed to do. And you want to know what Elissa Brett's supposed to do? Score the ball.
And what a nice feed from Stuck. Thing unfolding slowly there for Stuck. Where's my teammate? How about right there?
And they're Stuck staying patient. That's excellent patience.
Be a smart pass because you can put Michigan in the position where they can run a fast break.
Elissa Brett on the floor for the first time in 2 weeks for Michigan, number 0. Lisa Thompson back to the point with Petticourt off. Thompson tried to thread the needle, and that was risky.
Again, the shot clock keeps winding down for them. They got to shorten these passing lanes because Michigan is shooting and right on cue.
Yep, that's Brett who missed the lefty lay, and the cleanup, though, goes for Woodson. All 9 of her points have come after halftime. Brett, 2-player game with Evans and picked her out of the crowd. Here we are in crunch time on a day where she's in a groove. She shares for Hansen. It's a 3! What a time for Lauren Hansen.
Brown Turner did a nice job realizing she didn't have an open look under the basket and made the right read to get it to a shooter. Renee Alexander paid it off.
Williams cuts in.
Just so unfortunate for Michigan, but on the basketball side of things, I mean, Filia is the massive engine. She's the star offensive player for Michigan. And
Brett puts up 3. A look at some of the biggest. Evans. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Handed it off back to her. Cross court now over to Brett, who'll march in, lays that one up. Just like that, Alex, it's an 8-point game. Elissa Brett has found the net. Back down low. Brett out to Filia, and Woodson at the wing, tries to cut in. Brett for three. It's good.
Kimball tipped the pass, but Brett with a reverse layup. Pretty bucket on a broken play from Brett. Cam Schrader, a dangerous skip pass, but it does get to Hobbs. Brett pulls up, knocks it down, and the foul on Halleck.
Per game, you see her right here, gets her a spot, rip across her body to move from the defender and make an easy layup, bounce it for two.
Layla Filia moves the ball over to Hansen. Under double pressure, over to Elissa Brett, who drains a three for the Wolverines.
It's not like Illinois is also struggling from the field. You cannot let this get worse.
Connection to Cameron Williams and a gorgeous layup to end that scoring drought.
8 minutes per game the last 7. But still a spark off the bench that Penn State has needed. Brett rattles it home mid-range.
I love what Carolyn Keeger says. Owusu is playing chess, everyone else playing checkers.
Absolutely. Brett hits from deep, and Michigan's on fire to start the third.
The team up every single game day. She does a good job.
Owusu is down right now behind the play. Just lost the ball. Hobbs shovels it off. Over to Brett. And it's good again. Timeout, Penn State.
Early on, these teams have combined 1 for 9 from 3. It's all working inside, though. Cam Williams, an early half dozen. And those students doing a great job, including the man to my right, Alex Miller, as Cameron Williams goes inside and has her first bucket of this second half. So much goes through Layla Filia. She finds Hobbs. What a find! There's Brett. We're tied again for the 6th time tonight.
Brown tried to pull the chair. Even deeper this time, and she puts it away off glass.
I love what Michigan is doing right now.
Michigan leading 11-2 here at home, and adding more, Elissa Brett. A lot of penetration, leaving it for Evans, and she's got the long two. Some full court pressure from Rutgers here, trying to disrupt the Wolverines instead of wide open three for Brett, and she sends it home. Taylor Woodson trying to corral this possession. Gets it over her shoulder to Hobbs, under 10 to shoot. Solom across the paint, and the finish by Brett.
Than the score, you're playing for progress and growth.
Something Coach Washington has talked a lot about this season. They started 0-10 in Big Ten play as Brown is stripped. You're right about Thompson. That's something Coach Washington has talked about, both her and Herder. Finally understanding the speed of the game here in the Big Ten. 2-on-1, Hobbs.
Caitlin Clark special enough, but when Hannah Stolke steps up in a massive way scoring, Iowa looks like a Final Four team.
Dump down low to Brett. Approaching 9 minutes left. Elissa Brett.
Today, that was something Michigan State was able to feast on in the first matchup. Going down low to Hobbs, she'll whip it out. First triple try goes for Michigan. It's a bucket from Elissa Brett. And Kimball's always in the gym working on her shot every morning. Brett wants her second three. She got it.
When Michigan wins, and they're making about 8 threes a game, Jason. Right now, they're already...
That was one thing about the first matchup. So many points off turnovers for MSU. Joyner nearly lost it. Michigan forced a turnover of their own. 2-on-1. Still searching for their range from deep. Hagan had hit the one out of the timeout. Brett trying to catch him in transition. She does! Brett off to a hot start.
She came out and she opened up this game with the three, and then she just ended the last Michigan possession.
So he's trying to tie it. Oh, Hansen, what a play. What a steal, what a behind-the-back move. Up to Brett in transition. And that resiliency, we're kind of seeing a microcosm of it today and how they've reacted when they've gone down. Just like this, another defensive deflection into the hands of Hageman, but she lost it. Now a scrum on the floor for the loose ball. Michigan can run off it.
Running the point is Hansen. Passes to Filia. And now an early three attempt by Brett. Starting it out right.
Walsh, and it's 3 points early.
McWilliams feeds it into Mott. She's immediately double-teamed and a steal by Brett. In transition now, Evans slowing it down. I mean, I love it specifically for this game right here. Tied 14-14. Brett has something to say about it. She lays it in for 2. And Michigan with the rebound. Filia with some speed goes to Brett. She pops it. Now Hansen. Dribbling around, finds Brett. Back to Evans inside. She's going one-on-one with Walsh. Just hooks it over her. That was great post play. Evans. She can't find anything. Out to Hobbs. She drives in, goes to Brett. Mid-range shot on the baseline. That's good.
Notice how quickly Michigan is getting into their half-court offense.
On the other end, it's Weaver. Working inside. She's going to try to go for the mid-range, but doesn't get it. Filia charging forward now. She's got Brett, and she lays it in.
Evans. Second chance opportunity by Elissa Brett. Michigan in no rush here. They've played with this pace all evening long, and they get the nice opportunity for Cameron Williams. I always enjoy an arena that has traffic. That means people are coming out to see women's basketball. Swatted away there by Elissa Brett. Look at Layla Filia going. Williams. Hey, it was not broke, don't fix it. Take away what I just said, right?
Attacking the gaps, finding the open spots right now. Ohio State's been able to exploit Michigan's zone when they're getting to the open spots.
Oh! Did she do what I just think she did?
First shot of the day is offline for the Boilermakers. The Wolverines get their first chance, and they immediately go inside to Cam Williams, who gets a friendly roll.
So he's got to be careful in the middle of that zone, because there's going to be hands coming from all different directions. Great job by Purdue to force the turnover.
An extra pass sets up the 3 from Elissa Brett. Most players aren't over the top to say, yes, I traveled.
Good call, you're right.
Hansen. Finally it goes. Just her second bucket of the day.
Who has been aggressive, just hasn't shot it great in the first half.
Elissa Brett tries to answer, and she does by banking in a 3 in the corner. Stevenson with 3 on the shot clock. To Terry, swatted away by Elissa Brett.
Great hands. It's been a physical game.
Again, Williams. This time she connects from 5 feet away. Another good look.
Yes.
Now Ellis tips the pass. And then Brett pokes it away. Here's Jordan Hobbs over to Layla Filia. Filia, the step through. She did that all day long against Purdue on Sunday, and the follow was good for Elissa Brett. I'm sure Rachel Banham was proud of it. Banham, one of the best players in Big Ten history, and a fun personality too. Every time we call a Minnesota game, you get to talk to her. You have a joy on your face.
You want teams in the tournament that are playing their best basketball in March. Michigan is one of those teams that has started to slowly peak.
Elissa Brett rips the rebound away from Mallory Heyer. Talking specifically to Nehemiah Holloway on what her responsibilities were. That's Brett for 3.
They are so effective because it keeps the ball on one side of the floor, and then they're spreading the floor well offensively.
She averages only 6 minutes a game. Turnover, and Hobbs gets fouled by Battle. Brett with a tough shot.
A lot of contact there too for Brett.
At Stanford, at Iowa, at Ohio State. That's the number 2, number 3, and number 4 team in the country. Hansen again! Hansen has come alive. Now a turnover. Layla Filia. And 1.
If they're going to run out for it, Caitlin Clark finding Addison O'Grady in traffic. Elissa Brett gets the 3 to go, and back and forth just like that.
Iowa once trailed 25-17, but Brett knows how to get this crowd in their seats.
All the time in the world to get the shot off. And then Michigan spreading.
Be on the floor before the end of the season, but 3 threes for her in the quarterfinals.
Here's Brett. At least here in the early going.
A paint touch once again leads to an open three for Michigan.